A massive alpine day, stage 16, 203 kilometres, over 5,000 metres of climbing from Sabbio Chiese to a finish on Monte Bondone. A group of 28 riders getting up the road, including Aurélien Paris-Peintre, sitting at just 4:30 on GC. That meant that Jumbo-Visma were riding a controlled pace behind. The first Cat 1 climb of the day, the Passo Santa Barbara, went to Ben Healy, who picked up 40 points there, enough to put him in the lead of the King of the Mountains competition, where he would finish at the end of the day. Then the breakaway began to disintegrate. A pair of riders from Astana, Scaroni and Pronsky, going clear and briefly holding an advantage before they were reeled in by Aurélien Paris-Peintre. Meanwhile, Jumbo-Visma was starting to shred the GC group. Bruno Armirail in the pink jersey eventually relinquished after a brave fight, and then João Almeida's team set it up for the Portuguese champion to attack. Briefly, he found himself on the front with Sepp Kuss, Primož Roglic, Eddie Dunbar and Geraint Thomas on his wheel, and then with 6k to go, the Portuguese lit up an attack in unexpected fashion. No reaction from Primož Roglic as Sepp Kuss looked round to see where he was. Geraint Thomas, detecting a moment of weakness in Roglic, who'd slipped onto his wheel, then counter-attacked and rode across to João Almeida, and those two started to become a fighting force, working well together to extend their advantage over Roglic, who was being nursed over the line by Sepp Kuss, the American. Eddie Dunbar on his wheel in a great place. As they entered the final kilometre, Roglic, with Sepp Kuss, was recovering his position but still sustaining serious losses as Thomas and Almeida battled out for their first ever Giro stage win between them. Neither of these riders to this point had ever won a stage of the Giro d'Italia. There were bonus seconds up for grabs and huge strides in the GC. João Almeida winning the sprint, with Geraint Thomas on his wheels, settling for the second time in this Giro for second place. A massive moment for him, and Roglic recovering some of the time gap that he'd lost. But the Maglia Rosa changed hands with Bruno Armirail over 4 minutes down and out of pink.
Joe, for 4 years you've been a major player of the Giro d'Italia, but today it's your first stage win. Is that your predominant feeling?
Yeah, I'm super happy. It's a dream come true. After 4 years I was always so close and so far at the same time. And finally I got it, so yeah, I'm super happy, and yeah, I don't have words to describe it.
Well, after an impressive opening individual time trial, he's waited until stage 16 to deliver a telling blow. A brilliant victory in the company of Geraint Thomas, and Roglic 25 seconds down in third place. Geraint Thomas moving back into pink then, this time with an extended lead in the general classification, but Almeida's in second place on 18 seconds, Roglic in third.